Live from WKRW, welcome to Artist Talk, a live one-on-one conversation with your host, the man with the golden voice, Jazzie K.Ward.
What's up, everybody?
Happy Monday, everyone. Happy
Monday. It felt funny without the intro, right, Dr. G?
It did.
What happened to that?
We here. Listen, I don't hear about nothing about being weird. We up here in New York. The weather is ridiculous. Okay? Ridiculous. But we made it.
We made it, Dr. G. We made it. Hey, everybody. Welcome. We are in the 10th season. This is episode 2. Of course, I'm Jazzie K.Ward, and my lovely, phenomenal co-host is Dr. Shontell Graham, better known as Dr. G. You know, she's bringing you her signature wisdom and grounding energy through her segment that she does each and every Monday on Mind, Body, and Soul. So Dr. G helps us connect the dots between art, wellness, and purpose. Right, Dr. G?
That's a great intro. You gotta write that down. That's wonderful. I sound important. This is crazy.
Right. I love it, Dr. G.
I sound important. I sound special. This is too much.
Dr. G, you are important, my friend.
Don't you know that? Jazzie is this, he does this thing on Sundays, this inspirational thing on Sundays on TikTok. You guys, if you haven't listened to it, shame on you. Should. And he's always trying to be so positive. Oh, Shy Boogie, what's going on?
I know. Hey, Shy Boogie.
Shy Boogie. So the thing is, he does this inspirational thing on Sundays. You guys got to tune in. So, Jazzie's always that positive friend. He that friend that you can never get mad at, even though you want to be mad at him. Because when you come in here trying to be mad, you just can't be mad anymore. So we appreciate you, Jazzie, for being the person that you are.
I know, Dr. G. I was, going over the news, and I had a great weekend. And, do you keep up with these like national days?
Sometimes, not all the time, because it gets to be too many. Everybody got a month, everybody got a day. I'm gonna have a Shontell day.
A Shontell. We should look into that, right?
Okay, I agree.
Okay. So today is National Banana Bread Day. It's a perfect excuse to bake something warm and comforting.
I love a good banana bread. Add a little chocolate chips and a little nuts, and I'm happy. But I want to know, how do we determine what days are what? Who determined all of a sudden that it's just National Banana Bread Day?
Hey, I know. I wonder, how do they come up? Hey, Kendall. Hey, Lance. Welcome, everybody, to Artist Talk. I wonder how they come up with these days, because it's also National Tootsie Roll Day and National Dog Biscuit Day.
Tootsie Roll as in the candy Tootsie Roll, as in the dance Tootsie Roll?
The sweet treat celebration.
I was just being a smart ass. I would hope that they make it a National Dance Tootsie Roll Day, because there's going to be a cha-cha slide day and an electric slide day. It's going to be something else. So the Tootsie Roll Day. Now, I can see if you say like a Tootsie Roll was that's the first time maybe it was invented, but y'all just be making up stuff. I don't understand. But okay.
Hey, do it. And everybody just coming into the live. If you can, I'm over here working. Chef D is behind the scenes. So we got a special guest tonight. If you could go ahead and just start sharing the video out. And make sure you put in the comments where you are watching from. I'm Jazzie. Make sure you follow me. Make sure you follow Dr. G. Dr. G, let them know where to follow you.
Dr. G, App Life for the Win, across all social media. I finally got it together. I don't have different names all over the place now. I'm working. I'm getting better with this. I just got to start actually getting on social media a little bit more. So you guys got to help me. When you start following me, I follow back. Inspire me to do great things.
That's right. Inspire Dr. G. But you do amazing things. And so we are super excited tonight. Can you believe, Dr. G, this is our 10th season of Artist Talk, the 2nd episode.
Well, we've been around for a while. I think when you do good things and you put good things out there, good things eventually do come to you. So we deserve it. So we're still here.
Oh, yeah.
As long as we got all these people that have these talents that are hitting, bringing them out. That's our job. You know, you got the mainstream artists and they're great and they're doing their thing, but there are so many people who are just not discovered yet. So it's our job to get them discovered.
Well, I can definitely tell you about this next guest that we have here.
Okay.
You know, on TikTok, he just goes by Nelly G. Everybody's like, who is this guy, Nelly G? Nelson Garcia. Okay. As today, he's our special guest. Nelson is known for his soulful sound, electrifying performances, and the way he blends emotion and artistry through every note he plays. We're honored to have him here to share his journey, his music, the inspiration behind his craft. So I want everyone to settle in, get ready for a powerful conversation that speaks to the heart, it challenges the mind, and it uplifts the soul. So ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome back to Artist Talk, international recording artist and saxophonist, Mr. Nelson Garcia. Nelly, my brother.
Good evening. Good evening. How's everybody doing?
Hey.
Mr. Jazzie K.Ward, thank you so much for having me. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes.
We're doing good, Nelly. I know you were doing a show tonight on your TikTok live. How did that go?
I think it's a little frozen here. Let me if you guys hear me okay. All right. Okay. I think it's a little frozen, but let's again. It looks like it's buffing. All right. If you guys hear me, if you guys can hear me okay, good evening to all of you, and thank you so much for having me again in this wonderful show of Artist Talk. And I'm totally privileged and honored to be here tonight, Jazzie. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, and I know you're in Connecticut, and you all have a lot of snow there.
Yeah, we just had a pretty powerful snowstorm. Actually, the entire Northeast is having a powerful snowstorm. We had 16 inches of snow that started snowing yesterday and just stopped snowing like an hour ago. So you can imagine how the roads are and even the connections and everything else. But we're here, grateful for another day of life, and grateful to have the opportunity to be here with you in the show, and just to talk a little bit, here with you guys tonight. So it's my privilege and honor to stand here before you guys. Thank you so much.
Oh yeah. Well, we all. And I can't remember, Nelson, when I was first kicking off my show, Artist Talk, you were in my first season. I can't remember what episode, but you were actually there in my very first season. And I've been following and playing your music for a very long time. So we welcome you back to the show, my friend. I think he is having some technical difficulties.
Yeah,
can you hear us, Nelson?
So he got that snow. We got all that snow. It's crazy. Some people lost power.
I can hear. I can hear you, but it's coming in and out. So let me.
Okay.
Let me see if we can fix it. It's coming in and out. I mean, I can hear you, but it's coming in and out. So let's see here.
Okay.
Well, we can make this a little
well,
better. Hold on.
But you see, Nelly
I'm streaming
is
from my laptop, but I might have to stream from my phone because I'm getting a lot of back.
Okay.
Just give me
well,
one
just
second.
Let us know.
Let's see if we can fix this for a second here.
What works best for you?
Hold on a second.
Okay. So hey, everybody that's tuning into the show, welcome to Artist Talk. Our special guest tonight is saxophonist Nelson Garcia. So he's in Connecticut, and what he says, 17 inches of snow, Dr.
16.
Whoa. So what about in New York, where you are?
I got 15.
Wow. You still had to go to work?
Oh, listen, I am a leader. So I make the executive decisions that if the bus don't run, I don't come. Okay. So I was not glad there, but it's actually a state of emergency. So the buses weren't running, the trains weren't running in the city. So, I decided to not go to work today.
Oh, lovely. So what did you do with yourself? Did you work can you work from home? I don't know that maybe.
I have some capabilities of working from home. So I did do some work from home. So if my boss is watching, you got the emails. I did some work, run my money. Okay. But for the most part, it was a light day, but I got some things done, things around the house. And then you don't realize how much crap you have in your house till it's time to start cleaning.
Oh, wow. That is so funny because if that happened here in Alabama, if we got 3 inches of snow,
If y'all
we
got
would
an
be in
inch of
trouble.
snow, y'all shutting everything down.
We would be in trouble.
And now it just recently stopped snowing up here in New York.
Bluetooth disconnected.
I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow with the commute, But again,
Okay.
I ride the bus and I don't drive the bus in. If the bus ain't running, I'm not coming.
Right. I understand. I completely understand.
Think about it. Mass transit, very important. They do a lot of good work. But if they're not going to get in the road, why should I?
That's true. That's true. So do y'all have to get massive snow like that? So say it was 5 inches of snow.
Oh, you're going to work.
Oh.
And you better be there on time. That's nothing to stop us. No.
Oh, wow.
And I think the reason why it was so bad today is because it started yesterday, but even like this morning, up until recently, it just kept snowing all day. So it's like you try to plow or shovel, it just wasn't getting cleared. And then, in New York, a lot of things are underground, but when it goes to the boroughs, the trains are above ground. So that just kind of delays that. So no, luckily they were smart and say, we're not doing that today.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Good for them. Look good for them.
Okay. And don't forget, everybody, if you're coming into the live, okay, we got DC in the house. Make sure you please share out the video. Go over to my, for all of those following us on YouTube, great to see you all. Make sure you say hello, put in the chat where you're from. Make sure you subscribe on the YouTube channel too.
See, Jazzie's he's always so moderate. He was like, oh, make sure, listen, subscribe, share, and like. Do all 3, not just one. Send it to your friends. Send it to everybody. Like it. And then listen, I know a lot of you guys are visiting today because Nelly G is on and this is your boy. Come back next week too. Don't make it a 1-week thing.
Oh, right. Y'all should come on.
Every week.
Every Monday.
Every Monday.
It doesn't matter if it's a repeat show. It's probably a show that you have not seen.
We're going to get rid of that word repeat. We're going to say a reminder of how good we're doing. A reminder show. Reminder show.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on.
Life be life, and right? Me and Dr. G is busy. A lot of times I'm like, Dr. G, I don't know if we're going to be able to pull it out. I'm in this state, but sometimes we make it do what it do, right?
See, I'm what Kendall. 5 inches of snow in the Northeast is nothing.
Wow.
That's like having rain. It's like, okay, we're gonna get out there. Put on, look.
Hey, Demeter. Hey,
put
Kendall.
your pants on, put your North Face jacket on, go on where you're going.
5 inches of snow.
Demeter's in Newburgh. She's a little further upstate. I know she probably got it much worse than we did down here in the city. So,
oh wow.
Demeter's gonna be a trooper. She's gonna be a trooper. So let me ask you a question because you're always interviewing people. Let's interview Jazzie for a second. Okay, let's figure out a question for Jazzie. Let's do the real you. So, Jazzie, we're gonna go quick stuff. When it comes to books and movies, fact or fiction?
Both.
Easy answer. Easy answer. Okay. We always talk about motivation. You've been doing this for a long time. What keeps you doing it? Because again, people got to understand when we do artist talk and we do all these other shows, there's no revenue from this. We don't make money from this, but we show up all the time. What motivates you to keep doing this week after week?
Week after week for me, Dr. G, because I love music so much and I love people, and everybody that comes on the show may not necessarily be a recording artist. You have people that's authors, and I have such a big heart, and I'm always want to push other people and help people any way that I can do. And so even when the pandemic started, I thought, wow, so many amazing artists that don't really get the opportunity, say, quote, as the mainstream artists. I thought that I would build a platform to be able to have those conversations so other people can discover these artists that may not necessarily see them. And so that's why I decided that, hey, I want to do this in order to support, my friends too.
That's wonderful. Look at you just being the giver. Now, trick question. They always say Dr.G in the app life. What does app life stand for? APP? Because it's not about apps. I am not a tech person. I'm not a software person. I don't create apps. So when you hear the app life, what does APP stands for?
Yeah, what does that stand for?
Active and proactive leads to prevention. So, I'm all about health and wellness. I've been in the field of radiology over 30 years. And a lot of us are sick because we are making ourselves sick. It's not that we have to be sick. So you have to play that active role in your health to be proactive, to prevent things. Not saying that if you do all the right things, that bad things are not going to happen, but at least you know what your next step is. So see, 2 fun facts about Jazzie and Dr. G.
I love that, Dr. G. And Dr. G, I see our guest, Nelson Garcia, is back in the green room.
Come on, Nelly. Hey, Tamika.
Hello, my friend.
Hello, my friend.
All right, can you guys hear me now okay?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. I think we got the connection situation resolved. Thank you so much for your patience. And again, thank you so much for having me here. What a blessing and a great opportunity to be here with you, Jazzie. Thank you.
Yeah, it's great to hear you, my friend. I think I hear myself
Yes.
I think you do too, yeah.
in your background.
That is a nice sound.
Testing 1, 2. We can't hear you. Look like Nelson, you put yourself on mute.
Here we go. Can you hear me now? There you go.
I can hear you.
Okay. I got a speaker right next to me, so that might be it. I don't know.
That's what it is.
I think it's your speaker.
Okay. So we can turn the speaker down. Here we go. Let's try that.
Okay.
Here we go. I think that might be a little better.
Testing
Your
1, 2.
voice sounds like you're using some sort of voice changer.
That's what it sounds like, right?
That's what it sounds like. So I don't know if it's my speaker or not, maybe. In any event, I'll just turn off the entire speaker.
Okay, that's okay. Well, welcome, my friend. Welcome back to Artist Talk, everyone. This is international recording artist, Mr. Nelly G, but of course it's Nelson Garcia. And you can find his music and stream it. And so, Nelson, I'm just going to get right into it, my friend. How have you been doing? I know it was a while that I just hadn't seen you for quite some time. So what's been going on?
Yeah, that's a good question. So I have been out of the music scene for a little bit over a year, actually. I have been in Puerto Rico living with my father. I stopped playing completely. I have been through a personal, situation where I thought that I would never get back up. I thought that I would never, play the instrument again. I thought that I would never, have a family again or be, back into, being a normal member of society. I went through a lot of difficult things. I was battling, certain addictions certain sickness. And I had to take some time to really, refocus and, refine myself and seek healing, mentally and spiritually, and emotionally. And that was one of the best things that I did, was to really take some time off and just, leave everything behind, leave the music scene behind, and just go somewhere where I can, refine myself, and somewhere where I can go and breathe and, start life all over again and seek the healing that I really needed to seek, because, as a musician that I've been since I was a little kid, how can I be a blessing to anybody? How can my music be a blessing to anybody? If the person that's playing is sick inside, is going through, so many difficulties, I go by a certain motto that you can't give what you don't have. You can't borrow it from somebody. You can't give what you don't have. And so when I went through this personal situation of mine where I just completely, lost myself in this life, that I just had to really move completely from the music scene. I had been in social media. I shut everything down. The pages were still open, but I wasn't active on social media. I wasn't doing anything. Just really refocusing on me and seeking my healing and seeking my peace and, refinding my life again. Finding that moment, that time where I can actually say that I loved myself again.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
And as deep as it sounds, is the truth. I I think I had lost, even lost love for myself and who I was as a person, and completely had lost passion for the saxophone, completely lost passion for music. Never thought that I would do it again. But Jazzie, you do know me. I have a pretty strong, base faith. I'm pretty strong faith base, and I have a God that had a different plan, for me. Had different plans for me, and I just give him praise for that, for what he did in my life. I went to Puerto Rico. I was in Puerto Rico for a year, restoring myself, and the very best thing, that happened to me was that, that I made that decision for me. And at the same time, consequently, for the people that surrounded me, my wife, my kids, everybody else that's around me. Oh man, I could talk about this all night, man. You asked one question, I've answered like 5 already. I'm already preaching, brother. So let me just stop, because you asked me one question, I already answered 5.
That's what it is. That's okay.
So that's what happened to me, in a nutshell, in that time that I was away from the music scene.
Okay. So that's kind of in my segment, the Real You segment that I do. Hold on. How am I sounding with the headphones?
I think it's his speaker.
I think it might be my speaker. So if you want, I'll just completely disconnect from the speaker, and I'll just talk into the computer mic. Is that better? Let's try that. Let's try that, because I think that might be a little better. So hold on. Okay, so now I'm talking to the. Can you hear me? Is that better?
Great.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay.
Much better.
Beautiful. All right. All right. So, so here we are. You guys hear me okay now? Okay.
Yeah, we can hear you. So there's a question for you in the chat. It says, during your healing, what did you learn about you that you didn't know before?
Oh, wow, that's a powerful question. Thank you so much for that. What did I learn about myself during my healing that I didn't know before? That I was strong enough to overcome anything. I learned that I was strong enough to overcome anything. I just didn't know it until I actually went through it and faced it. You know what I mean? And I hope that makes sense, because sometimes you got to go through certain things in life, in order to know that you are strong enough. You know what I mean? That you're capable enough to overcome these things. But until you go through them, until you actually step into them, and face them, then you will find out how strong and powerful we are as humans, that we are capable of overcoming, things that we thought we could never overcome. I learned that it's all about mindset. Where is the mindset? Determination. You know what I mean? What do you want for your life? Where do you want to stand? How do you want to live? I learned, with me, that I didn't want that type of life. You know what I mean? I didn't want that type of life for me, that I wanted something better, that I knew that, that God had a purpose for me, and that, that I was a musician called to, to do music, and to bless the world. And there was so much for me. But when I was going through that process, all of that, which is in my mind, was just completely blank. You know what I mean? None of that, was in me at that time. So I learned that as I went through it. Mm-hmm.
I remember also too, your test, someone's testimony, you went through, it's going to help somebody else. So we glad that you were able to share that.
Right. Correct. Congrats, you found on your purpose, your resilience. What a testimony. I can read the answers from here. I'm sorry, Jazzie, go ahead.
Well, no, that's okay. And so kind of following up with that, we were talking about your faith and how strong you were. What's one value you refuse to compromise?
Completely. Let me see if I can hear you now. Try it now.
Okay. I was going to say, what's one value that you refuse to compromise?
One value that I refuse
what's
to compromise?
One value?
Self-love. Self-value for me would be self-love. Self-love. You know what I mean?
I say all the time, a lot of times we tend to do so much for other people. We go hard for everyone else. And I'm like, I tell people all the time, love on you like you love on other people. You got to start with yourself, because if you're not good, how are you good for someone else?
Yes.
That's true.
Yes.
I
It,
love
it
that.
goes back to what I was saying at the beginning that you can't give something that you don't have, and if you're not loving on yourself, if you don't love yourself, it doesn't matter how many times I tell somebody that I love them. It's impossible. I don't love them. I'm not loving them because I'm not loving myself first. Do you know what I mean? So for me, self-love and self-value as to who I am as a person, now I take time for me,
Yes.
which I never did it before. I take time for me to focus on me, and my wife and I have a great understanding of that. You know what I mean? So, mhm.
Oh, okay. And so, hey, everybody, just tuning into the show. Welcome. I'm Jazzie K.Ward. Welcome to Artist Talk. Of course, my lovely, talented, and gifted co-host, Dr. Shontell Graham, but we just call her Dr. G over here. And Nelson Garcia is our special guest, who is an amazing recording artist and saxophonist. And Nelson, we would love for you to play something for us on the saxophone, my friend. I think he's trying to
Yes,
get
sorry, I can hear you way better now. Thank you, God. All right.
okay.
All right.
And so
Yeah.
we would love for Nelson to play something for us. And what we're going to do, we're going to take a break. And Nelson, can you play something beautiful for us like you always do?
I can play something beautiful for you. It's probably going to be a cappella, just saxophone, but I can play something beautiful for you, sure.
Oh,
Absolutely. Sure.
So stay tuned right here, guys, right here on Artist Talk, and we will be right back.
Awesome.
Hey, my divas!
Plus size, just as fine as can be. Real plus size.
Burn, baby.
I hear everything I prayed for.
We always have to lift each other up.
Do you need me to come over there and pick you up?
That is not love. He's gonna regret all of this.
You're the one that broke this, not me.
Ruby!
I don't know how much longer I can deal with this marriage.
Go to hell.
I changed the lock. Please.
After I've given you all of my
Help us, please.
So if you love those women, make sure they know.
I'm sorry, baby.
Can I get a bed? Oh, I hope you can handle it.
Hope you can handle it.
You can handle that. And so there's a part 2 that's coming out to that movie, Revelation. Myself and Dr. G will be in part 2 of that movie. And it's on Amazon Prime. It's The Untold Secrets of a Plus-Size Diva. So make sure you go watch it on Amazon Prime. Okay.
That's right.
So welcome back to the show. We have our special guest, Nelson Garcia, a saxophonist. And Nelson, you're going to play a little something for us?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm going to play something for you guys here. Yep. Just give me one. We're going to find a tune right here, and we're going to do that for you guys right now.
Okay.
Here we go.
And you can follow Nelly G on TikTok too, y'all. Make sure you follow him over on TikTok.
Can you guys hear that music there a little bit? Oh, thank
That
you. Thank you
was
so much.
beautiful.
Would you guys hear that okay?
I was about to start singing. Oh, but everybody don't want to hear that. Nobody don't want to hear that.
Love the sound of his giving out the extra.
That,
I'll
that
altar
was
boy now.
that was beautiful. Someone said they said beautiful. Thank you so much. Listening to your music just decrease my stress levels. Thank you.
Wow.
Nice.
Amen.
But
Happy to hear that.
that's what music does, right, Dr. G?
Yes. Music is medicine. Music is medicine. I always say that. I don't care what mood you're having, whether it be a happy feeling, a sad feeling, a mad, whatever it is, there's always a song that can express that feeling. Period.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
And
You know, one of my favorite songs to play ever, really. I mean, it's the goodness of God, you know, it's I mean, every time I do a live on TikTok, I have to play it. It's just with me. It's just a song that speaks to me, that describes me, that, you know, describes, you know, my gratitude, you know, for who I am today and the things that I'm living. So it's just a beautiful, simple melody, not a lot of music in the background, just saxophone and me.
I know. That's I was going to ask you this. Nelson, so how important is your faith to you?
My faith is very important to me, super important to me and my family. I come from a family of pastors and ministers. Yeah, my entire family from my father's side, 10 brothers, all of them pastors of the Assemblies of God, all of them ministers. For me, but for me personally, it's very important. How do I say this? How do I say this carefully? I don't consider myself a religious person. I consider myself somebody that wants to have a personal relationship with Jesus Christ. I met him as my Lord and Savior. He's my healer. He's my redeemer. You know, he's my provider. I love people. You know, God. I mean, I guess, you know, my religion and my faith, not my religion, I'm sorry. My faith has taught me to, it's so important to me, Jazzie, that it's taught me to love people from all walks of life, from all colors, regardless of who they are, what they do, what they believe in, how they think. Right. It has brought me to really show them love no matter who they are. Because
we need more of that.
Because I feel like that's what God has done for me. I was a mess, my friend. I was a mess. I was on the ground, completely lost. and he showed me the God of love. You know, I mean, he showed me that God of love. So, yeah.
How did you pull yourself back together when you said, you know, you were a mess?
Yeah.
How did things come back together for you, Nelson?
We're gonna give Nelson a second, but Nelson, earlier you said something a few seconds ago. You said, "Let me figure out how to say this." Listen, your faith is your faith. You can't offend anyone about your faith. If that is your testimony, you don't have to tread lightly or apologize for it. It is what it is. Whether people have that same walk or that a different walk, whatever they believe in, your story is your story, and can't no one change that.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. So how do I pull myself together? That was it was very hard. It was very difficult. It took a lot of resilience. You know what I mean? And it took a lot of determination for me to be able to pull myself back together. But I think more, you know, that determination and that desire of you know, wanting to be that person that I know that God created me to be. Really, you know, I mean, I was in a place where I knew that I wasn't that person, and that I needed to really just to go back and whatever I needed to do for me, I was going to do it, and I was so determined to make it happen that I pulled the pieces back together little by little. I pulled myself back together. Like I said, I went back to Puerto Rico and I went to live with my father in Puerto Rico in December of 2023. I have been, before I left to go, before I went to go to Puerto Rico to live with my father, I was homeless for about 2 weeks, and I ended up in the airport. My father sent me a plane ticket, and I left. And when I left, I said, God, I'm not looking back. I'm not looking back. I am not returning back to Connecticut. I'm not returning back home until you heal me.
Wow.
You know what I mean? I'm not going back. And that was obviously my wife's determination too, as well. You know what I mean? We had an understanding that I wasn't going to go back there until I was ready to go back. And you know, that happened in a year, you know, for some, you know, and I, you know, me putting myself back together took a year, you know, and I'm thankful for that, because for other people it's taken 20. Other people I still, you know, I mean, I just feel blessed, you know, to be able to do it, but it was very difficult. It was very hard. And I guess I applied a lot of determination, a lot of resilience, you know, to that.
Yeah.
You know?
I thank you so much for sharing that. And I think it's also determination of your faith too, Nelson. And I believe I'm a very spiritual person too, not religious, really.
Right.
But I also believe sometimes we need to stay still. And I think you're able to hear God or whatever people, you know, their belief is. And I think a lot of times it gives us a chance to learn about who we really are, what we need and what's important to us. And like, this kind of segues into my next question for you. It's kind of a two-part question. So was there a defining moment in your career where you felt like, this is it, I'm really doing this? And then was there a time where you asked yourself, how am I going to continue to keep doing this?
That's a great question, actually. That's a great question. So the way that I'm going to answer that, the second part came first. Okay. So the second part came first, and let me explain. So first came the moment where I said to myself, how do I keep on doing this? How do I keep on investing money? How do I keep on making music? It's not going nowhere. I feel like I'm stuck, and it's just, you know, I'm not going nowhere. It seems like I'm going around in circles. That came first, actually, for me. And then, you know, I continue to work, and I continue to record my singles, and I continue to meet, you know, more music producers. And I feel like God started to put me in grace with a lot of people. And then that defining moment came in where I met Jacob Webb. I met Jacob Webb, who is a wonderful, you know, producer, you know, multi-instrumentalist, you know, great guy. I met him, and the defining moment was, and this is important because I was actually doing a live on Facebook, And I was playing on that live in Facebook. I was playing a song called "Going Up Yonder." It's a very old school song.
Yep.
And I was playing that song, and he was listening. He was in the audience. I had no idea he was listening. So I had a lot of people in the live, and he left a comment on the live, and he said, "Nelson, what a beautiful tenor sound, my man. I really want to talk to you." I had no idea who this person was, and from there on, that was a defining moment where we recorded "Rejoice," we recorded "East Coast Drive," and we recorded these other singles. And those two songs were actually the first two songs that made it, to Sirius XM Watercolors. And that was a defining moment, for me and for my career. But it happened in a very natural way. I wasn't looking for it. I was just doing a live on Facebook, and I was just playing an old gospel song, and I was just doing my thing, So right. That's how it happened.
Yeah. And I think all things happen in perfect timing, right? I think they're aligned and they happen when they are supposed to happen.
But the key lesson to that is he was doing his own thing, and that's how it happened. I think people try that imposter syndrome. They want to be everybody else, or play like this one or play like that one. Just do you, and it'll work out.
Oh boy, for sure. Love that. Mm-hmm. Love that.
Definitely work out, my friend. And so tonight, our special guest is international recording artist Nelson Garcia. If you have questions or I guess please pop them in the chat, and we will do our best to answer them. And Nelson, let them know what's the best place to find you on social media.
The best place to find me. Oh man, they can find me on TikTok and Nelson Garcia Music. I go by this crazy name of Nelly G Sax, but my real name is Nelson Garcia.
I like the Nelly G Sax.
I actually, that I'll tell you the story another day about that name, but that's my name on TikTok, Nelly G Sax, Nelson Garcia on TikTok. Nelson Garcia Saxophone is on Facebook on my musician page, and on Instagram, Nelson Garcia Official. You can find me there anywhere. You can message me there. You can listen to my music there as well, etc. Mm-hmm.
Hey, my friend Kat Carter. Good to see you, my friend Kat. And so we're talking with Nelson Garcia about his music. Dr. G is here. We're going to come back and talk with Nelson a little bit. Dr. G is going to do her mind, body, and soul segment. I want to know what she's going to talk about. But again, you're watching Artist Talk with Jazzie K.Ward and Dr. Shontell Graham. Let's get ready.
It's time for Health and Wellness Check-In with Dr. Shontell Graham. Tips for the mind, body, and soul.
You got to bring Jazzie back because he tried to trick me into something. I got to think about what I'm going to talk about. I know we go through this every week, and I should have this stuff prepared, but I don't. So just deal with it.
We do it natural, right, Dr. G?
These things pop in my head, and I'm going to give you this one. You got to try to guess what it is. I'm going to say probably 98% of you have this in your house already. Okay. It's the properties of it is antifungal, antimicrobial, antibacterial, high in antioxidants. Okay, and it's not Hennessy. Before this guy started, it's not Hennessy. Think about things when we think of antioxidants. We love those things because when you hear antioxidant, that means it's going to fight cancer. It's going to fight heart disease. It's going to also do anti-aging. So we love that. This thing has a lot of vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin E, vitamin
tea
K.
tree oil?
No, we love vitamin K because vitamin K is good for bone health. So as we get older, that mineralization in our bones deteriorate, but this is going to be good for that. It also helps with absorption of let's say calcium, which is also going to help not apple cider vinegar.
Black seed oil.
Nope. You're getting close, but it's not quite there. Let's see what else. Aids in digestion. It helps get rid of gas and bloating. What else does it do? And it's so simple. You probably use it all the time. For those
castor oil.
For those who cook, I give you a little hint. For those who cook.
Oh, okay. Oh, I know.
One last.
It's an oil, right?
It could be an oil. It could be an herb. It could be anything.
Kat Carter says sea moss.
No, it's actually oregano.
Oh, well, no, I wasn't going to say.
Oregano. You probably have some in your pantry. You can use the dried leaves. You can use the whole leaves. You can make tea with it. The only thing about that is if you're pregnant, be careful because it could cause false contractions or miscarriage. If you're taking blood thinners, it makes you a little more susceptible to having just more bruises and things like that. So don't do it if you're taking blood thinners. But it's a great thing. It's oregano. It's oregano.
Wow.
And now everybody's on the oregano oil trip right now. You can take an oregano oil in a pill, but again, you know I love cold press because when you do things cold press, you just use hydraulic to press the oil out of it. It doesn't heat it up. It doesn't deteriorate it. So get you some oregano. Cook some.
I love that. I love oregano.
Oregano. All that in that little herb oregano.
Really? And so is it the same as the dry oregano? Like you can put on your salad?
You can use the dry leaves. You can use the dry one. You can use the whole leaves. You can use the oregano oil. All that has the same properties. But if you're going to use the oil, cold press.
I love that. I love that, Dr. G. Hey, Kevin. Hey.
Yeah, so look
I
at
love
that,
Dr. G.
And you probably all have some in your cabinet right now.
I'm sure we do. And Dr. G, let them know how to find you, my friend.
You can email me at Dr.G at the applife.info, Dr. Graham at the applife.info. On pizza, well, first of all,
I like that too.
We trying to eat healthier, Ken. We're not trying to do pizza. We trying to do
Well, see, he may be making a homemade pizza, Dr. G.
Kenneth is not making a homemade pizza. Kenneth went to the pizza parlor and said, let me just grab some of that and just put some more. Come on, stop playing. Listen, whatever. Okay. Yeah, but you know, you can find me you can email me, Dr. Graham at the applife.info or social media, Dr. G, AppLife for the win.
As always, thank you, Dr. G. You know, we always learn something new on these segments. And people always hit me up after the show, like, oh, Dr. G said this. I said, just hit her up. Dr. G at the applife.info.
Yeah.
And please tell us about Nia, the Germinator. What's going on with her?
Nia she's hibernating right now. It's cold outside. She's fighting those 4 germ brothers, you know, in the cold weather. But she's going to be out real soon, back doing her thing.
And let people know how to get the book.
Go to my website, theapplife.info. You can purchase it on there. And I will even autograph the copy for you.
Y'all, go get the book. It's wonderful. I have the book. It's wonderful. And I just, from time to time, when I'm sitting in my office at home, I pick it up, Dr. G, and I read it.
You should.
I should.
Reading is fundamental. Do they still have that commercial anymore? Reading is fundamental.
I know. And so thank you, Dr. G. And so we're going to go back to our special guest, recording artist and saxophonist, Mr. Nelson Garcia.
Bring him on back. Bring him on back.
Okay.
Hey, Nelson.
Hey. Here I am.
Thank you, Kenneth. Share my shit. I appreciate it. They ask me all the time, how come you and Jazzie are not rich? Because y'all didn't share our shit.
Right. You got to share.
Which costs you nothing. Costs you absolutely nothing.
It costs nothing. And so, Nelson, everybody, welcome back to the show. Thank you so much again for comments. Don't forget, you can follow Nelly G also on TikTok. He does an amazing show. He's live on Sundays and Monday. And he hung out with me. I'm also over there. Follow me, Jazzie K.Ward on TikTok, as well as Dr. G. She's over there too. And
life for the win.
That's right. And so we had a great conversation with Nelly G. Was it a week ago?
Yes, about a week ago. Yes, it was a great show, actually. It was great. Inspirational Sunday, I think it was. Yeah, last Sunday, Sunday before that. Mm-hmm.
And so, what about new music? Are you working on new music? How's that going?
Yeah, I am. I haven't recorded anything in a while, but yes, I am. So actually, while in Puerto Rico, I wrote 3 songs. When I was locked into my eventually I was able to get a hold of a saxophone and I started to write some songs. So I'm going to be recording a song that I hopefully want to have it released by the end of summer, and it's going to be titled "God of Love," and it's a smooth jazz tune that I wrote, original stuff of mine. So we're excited to do that, and we got a couple of more songs that we're going to write and collaborate with some people. So it's going to be good. Hopefully, I'll be able to release a new EP. Hopefully by the end of summer or by the end of the year. And yeah, for sure. Mm-hmm.
I was thinking about you. I'm always thinking about artists. I was like, Nelson Garcia and Boney James. I need a collab between Nelson and Boney James. I'm just putting that out there. So if anybody knows Boney, connect them with Nelson.
Those are pretty big shoes to fill, but I'll try. I'll give it a try.
You definitely can do it. And I was going to ask you, when you play the saxophone, like what music do you really like to play? Because see, I know you play a little R&B, you do gospel, you have your jazz. Is there any particular genre that you like to play? Do you play country music on the sax?
I could play country music in the sax. I probably won't. Right. Well, Dr. G told me to be real. She told me to be straight up, so I'm going to be straight up. Then I'm going to take it from that. So I probably won't play country music, but you can. I am an R&B freak. I am an R&B lover. I am a Puerto Rican who absolutely loves R&Bs, 80s and 90s, R&B. That's who I am. I mean, that's what I enjoy to play, I play a little bit of, Latin jazz here and there, whatever you want to call it, and stuff like that. But I don't tie myself really to a particular genre, specifically, because I've never been labeled as a, smooth jazz saxophonist, more just a saxophonist who enjoys to play music, in that kind of way, but more of an R&B kind of guy. You know what I mean?
So what is about R&B that you love so much about it?
I don't. What do you call that? I don't know. Just the feel. I don't know, the mood. The sexiness. There you go. Give me some Kenny Lattimore. I don't know. Give me some. I don't know. Give me some. Well, Whitney Houston is more pop, but she also did a lot of R&B. So give me some Whitney Houston. I don't know. Give me some Kenny Lattimore. Give me some Luther Vandross. I mean, I am a Luther Vandross lover. I wish I would have met that guy in person. So Luther Vandross, Kenny Lattimore, Whitney Houston, I don't know, MJ.
Have you ever met?
80s and 90s R&B was just different.
There's just something about it. I mean, I don't know. For me, like it's actually, every time I play an R&B song, and most people comment on that, on my lives, or they private message me. It's like when I play an R&B song that I really like, I kind of transform myself into this other guy, you know what I mean? What I kind of, I start dancing crazy in camera. I start moving.
A little old school Running Man, the original Running Man. Just saying, but 80s and 90s R&B just hit different, and I think what it was because you had so many groups out there and so many singers out there, but everybody had their own style. Like no one sound like anybody else. That was the thing. That was the thing.
Right.
Johnny Griffin, my stuff like that. You know what I mean?
So, I'm going to put you on the spot, Nelson. We're talking about all this R&B music. So now you have to play whatever you want to play, something R&B that's a favorite that you like to play.
Something out of the top of my head. I don't know. Let's see. Kenny Lattimore for you.
I appreciate it.
Y'all trying to get me to sing and embarrass myself. I'm not going to do it. I am going to do it.
I hear you.
Yeah. Well, who knows, Nelson? You may have a song with Kenny Lattimore. He seems like a real nice guy. Well, just hit him up.
Yeah, somebody just wrote Kenny Lattimore. Yeah, I would love to, actually. I would love to play with him. I love his vibe. So that's another thing about music. Like for me, I'm also like a love song guy. So and anything that's R&B, love song, for me, that's where you got me. You know what I mean?
Right. Play some I love
that kind of thing.
I love that. And thank you so much the other day, Nelson on his live. You know, I love Rochelle Farrell,
Sure.
and she has a song, Until You Come Back to Me.
Yeah.
And he was playing that song, y'all. It was absolutely beautiful.
And I played
You
it
know.
today again. I love it.
You played it again today.
I played
And
it.
so, Nelson, my final question for you: what do you want your legacy to be as an artist and a storyteller?
Ooh. What am I? What I want my legacy to be? As far as
An
as a
artist
storyteller. Mhm.
and a storyteller.
An artist and a storyteller. What I want my legacy to be like? Wow.
Mhm.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, man. I would love for people to my legacy to follow the footsteps of a person that was trying to bring joy and happiness to people through music, and more than happiness and joy to people. Somebody to remember me and to follow my footsteps as somebody that was resilient, and fulfilling his calling, fulfilling his purpose of just spreading joy and happiness, and I don't know through music. That's really what I would love my legacy to be, and for people to remember me by, somebody that just, tries to fill up the room, or that attempted to fill up the room, in an atmosphere changer, something like that,
I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
Dr. G, I don't know. Did you have a final question for us?
I was going to ask him, what does he want to leave this world with? And you stole my question, but I'm going to let you have it.
Yeah. I mean,
Because your story is just amazing. I mean, it takes people sometimes a lifetime to figure out that they got to get themselves together, but you push that reset button and you did it, and you're here. So
yeah,
gratitude.
Thank you.
Gratitude.
Yeah,
Thank you.
just keep moving forward. A lot of times we always look at things. We look, oh, I should have did this. I should have done that. And you blame yourself.
What I say about that? We always think that if we made the different choice, that it would have turned out better. But there's only a 33% chance that it would have, because it could have A, turned out the same, B, turned out worse.
Right.
And then it's the slight chance it could have turned out better. So everything happens for a reason, and you made the best decision with what you had at that time. We always look back hindsight and say, if I knew then what I know now, you didn't know then. So you made the best decision you had with what you had. And right now you're just persevering. So, enjoy that. People are going to try to make you remember the old you. They're going to try to set limitations on you, but that's their problem. That's not your problem.
The most difficult decision that I had to make was the decision that actually brought me back to my original place. You know what I mean? So it was, there's some tough and difficult decisions in life that have to be made sometimes. But when we make them, when we step in and we make those tough and difficult decisions that we have to make, those most of the times are the ones that bring the most better result at the end, because nothing good comes easy in life.
Yeah. And I think people confuse simple and easy. Life is pretty simple. For example, I'm hungry, getting something to eat. Now that's the difficult part. Do I want to eat this? Do I want to eat that? So life is simple, but it's just not easy.
There you go. There you go.
Yes, sure.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Well, thank you, my brother Nelson Garcia. Anything that we can do on this platform, myself and Dr. G, you are always in our corner. Well, what do you want people to know? How can people continue to support you?
Well, I mean, if for whoever was listening, again, if they want to support me in my channels, like you said earlier, if they want to support me during my live sessions, if they have ability to do though, I go live on Sunday and Monday at 7:00 p.m. If they want to do that, they can follow me on TikTok. They can, support those live sessions. They can stream the music as well. I have tons of music on Spotify and iTunes that they can stream. I have 2 albums as a Christian artist, all classics of the church, that they can stream on iTunes and on Spotify. I recorded a CD in 2014 that people still talk about. It's titled "Time to Worship," and I recorded that CD, and it's a beautiful CD that you can stream on Spotify, iTunes. You can support it, as well, and all the other music. Just stream it, just play it, enjoy it, and keep me in your prayers. That's the best support that you can give me.
We can definitely do that, my friend. Can you stick around for a minute for us?
Absolutely.
All right.
Of course.
Thanks so much.
Absolutely. 100%.
Everybody, thank you so much for joining us for this powerful artist talk. We're in season 10, episode 2. What an incredible conversation filled with creativity, wisdom, and soul. A huge thank you to our special guest, national recording artist and saxophonist Nelson Garcia, for sharing his journey, his artistry, and the heart behind the music. Your presence truly elevated today's experience. Of course, gratitude to my amazing co-host, Dr. Shontell Graham, Dr. G, for grounding us once again with her mind, body, and soul segment. She always brings clarity and intention when we need to carry the conversation forward. Okay, that's what she brings right here. Again, I'm Jazzie K.Ward, and it's been an honor to share this space with you. Until next time, keep creating, keep expressing, and keep feeding your mind, your body, and your soul. I want you to stay inspired, stay connected, and we'll see you at the next Artist Talk. Good night.
Artist Talk.